How's it going, everybody? Thank you for watching another video. So I was watching Trevor Noah and Joe Rogan the other day, and they said something that I don't 100% agree with. The comments were about Mr. Brooks' shooting in Atlanta, and they were questioning why it is that a fully armed officer had to respond to that call. Now, on its surface, it seems like a pretty harmless call, right? Somebody from Wendy's called the police, just a guy asleep in his car. The only thing that I would question is where he fell asleep. It seemed like he was blocking the drive-through, and cars had to go around to actually get in through the drive-through. Now, here's where I'm going to separate from that statement a little bit, and I understand what they're trying to say, right? You shouldn't have to have a full armed officer to a call that seems harmless. But it really isn't. And the reason it's that way is because most states consider a car just like a house. It's basically a house on wheels. You literally have the right to defend that vehicle just like you would your house. And the issue is, most cars now have heavily tinted windows, so you really don't know how many people are in it. There might be somebody in the back seat lying down sleeping. They might have a gun. You just don't know. And that's why you have to have a fully armed officer. They have to be ready to respond to whatever situation they run into. Now, I've only had to check out one car in my entire life. What happened was right around 2 o'clock in the morning, a car rolls through the checkpoint and just decides to stop in the middle of the road about 50 yards past us. And, first thing is, you just kind of wait. Like maybe somebody dropped something, maybe they're trying to get to their phone. So we waited right about maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And after that, you got to kind of go and check it out. So I'm walking up to the car, I'm calling it into control, I'm checking my belt to make sure that I got what I need, right? Because at a security standpoint, basically I had some pepper spray and I had my baton. Those are the only two things that we have. But approaching the car, you got to be kind of careful. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, it was super dark, I didn't know how many people were in the car. The point is, when I'm approaching the car, I don't want to get myself into an angle where I'm just straight on at the window, because at that point, the person could stick out a gun and shoot me. I want to try to make that angle as difficult as possible. So I get up to the window just at the right angle so I can see that there's two gentlemen there, and they were rolling what appeared to be some type of green leafy substance. I asked them, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? They said they're okay, and I asked them to kind of move along. They didn't move, so I had to call it into control. And after just a little bit of waiting, they went on their way. But the point is that it is a scary situation where the only thing that's protecting me against a gun popping out the window is the angle. So I guess the next question is, if you're not going to send the police in, who are you going to send into a harmless situation? Because you can't send EMS in that situation, because if it escalates, they don't have the tools on their belt to handle that. You're not going to send the fire department in there because they don't have the tools to respond to somebody if they escalate. And if you do a security guard, to a point, the security guard is going to be like me. They're going to have some type of belt on them that's going to have either pepper spray or baton. So really, I think the Wendy's employees did the right thing. They called the cops came over. It looked like it was going okay, but unfortunately, things escalated, and you never want to see that. And we're in full agreement here, both Trevor, Joe, and myself, that there does need to be better training in the police force. So I can't 100% get behind this and consider it a harmless situation. I would consider it just like a ordinary traffic stop. And we've all seen the videos on TV of what can happen when a cop pulls somebody over on the side of the road. You have to approach it in the same manner with the same amount of caution. Only difference here is that now the car is already stopped. The guy is passed out behind the wheel of a car in a really weird situation, right? It looks like he was trying to get some food and he just kind of passed out. Cars are having to go around him. And that's what makes the situation a little bit suspicious. It's not like he was pulled over in a parking stall and sleeping. He was literally in the act of going somewhere and fell asleep. But I think all of us can agree that the situation could have been handled 100% better. And I think we can all agree as well is that police do need better training. And it doesn't matter if you're in favor of totally disbanding the police, you're going to have to replace them with something. Or if you're in the camp where they need to get better trained, this situation could have ended a lot better. Guys, that's the ending of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to Kingdom 365, please do. Remember, I'll catch you guys laters.